Okay, so okay, for those who are newer, okay, first thing first, right? We are going for this Facebook training, which is on 20 something. What's the date that you sign up already?
20 and 21.
The date, let me check.
Kelvin, you sign up already, right? Can you send to the group chat? So you are strongly encouraged, right, to go for the PropNext Facebook training lah. Apparently now they are using AI or whatever. The cost is only 100 plus only. You don't have to write your own script. You don't have to do your own Facebook design, that kind of thing. Everything is already autopilot. I mean, you are strongly encouraged to go for that lah. Okay? Can you help me send the training dates into the chat? Okay, so sorry, 我没有时间做 slide for everything. Okay, now I just want to share with you some possible Facebook vendor. Okay, I mean up to your comfort level. The honest truth is Amos and Jen, they are our agents, but they do run ads for us lah. If you are comfortable, you can do that. If not, you can actually go to PropFunnel. Okay, so yeah, so PropFunnel, right? Okay, maybe I will show you in exact what is happening. Okay, PropFunnel per ad, right, is only $600. Okay, so $500 go to your Facebook cost, $100 go to their admin fee lah. Alright. Okay, so for PropFunnel, you contact them, don't contact me. So, okay, what I want to show you is this. They basically have, okay, this is my dashboard. Okay, as in if you actually run ads with them, right? If you run ads with them, they will create a dashboard for you, and you'll be able to see what is your cost per lead for that. Just one, you know what? Actually, very scary to talk here. It's really dicey, wait. Huh?
The Wi-Fi very slow.
Is it?
So if you disable Wi-Fi, try with your.
I know Wi-Fi 好像就不可以。
So you load on your phone first, then you connect back.
Load on my phone.
So you disable your Wi-Fi first, use your 5G to load.
Oh. Okay, I think you should be here already. Oh, I already see my phone now, Oh, I know what's the problem. If you want to show here, you need to have Wi-Fi. So I have to let it load first.
Yeah.
So dumb. Okay. How many of you have worked with PropFunnel before? Yeah. Anybody? Only one You. And then? Ben 你没有咩
有。
Kelvin 有吗 Okay, so anyway, right, why I like PropFunnel, right, is basically in short, right, if you see over here, they have, they actually show you their campaign, which they run actually so-called pay-per-click campaign, right, and they show you the cost per lead, right, they show you their cost per lead. So you can ask for this dashboard one. Then for Facebook-wise, they also show you their cost per lead. Okay, then on top of that, right, you will see that if you see over here, right, on the right side, you'll be able to see which one, right, the volume of leads is very high. So they will show you like Tengah Garden per person, right, every 2 weeks, right, is like 11 leads, which I think is rather healthy. Wagner House is about 8, so on and so forth lah. Okay, so today I'm going to talk a little bit, right, about planning your ads. You see, a lot of you keep screaming that I do then no result or whatever. Okay, so the first thing we need to solve, right, is your leads first. After the leads, right, of course, then is the conversion. Okay, so if you run, right, you know when you run a Facebook, I don't know what is in your mind. So a lot of you think that, okay, Nara is going to launch, I'm going to run. Grand Diamond is going to launch, I'm going to run. You 不可以这样做那个 Facebook 的. You need to plan your ads. Like for example, this year, right, my River Valley, I closed in total about 6, which is Zion and Promenade Peak, about 6. But you know, I prepared for this since when or not? Last year Last year when we have the EOK, everything, right? I already run all this River Valley already, you know. So if you see over here, okay, I'm going to show hand and show you everything. I'm going to show you my ads manager, right? Now, if you see my ads manager, right, I run a video ad, $50 over. I run a 4 to 5 day video. Yeah, it's just what we call a blind. If we don't talk about specifically what product it is. My River Valley is so damn cheap, right? It's because I run from last year October until now. So you always scream 我跑100多块, then you're off, but you always 熬不过 the difficult part. So you need to plan your ads. Later I'm going to tell you how to plan your ads. Everybody can still do different thing one. Yeah, but you need to plan what you want to do. Okay, so this is one set that I do. The second set that I do, right, is actually prop funnel. Okay. So because of what I actually experienced last year, right, I know this year, whatever I want to close in the upcoming year, right, I need to plan this year already. So my rationale last year, right, I already know it's a CCR year, ma. So that's why before this, just now you never see Holland, because I off that. It became like $80, but I run for 1 whole year. After Sky finished, then I off it. So I already run Sky. To me, Sky is on its own, ma. It's like in the west side. Then I want to take a position in the east. That's why I run Arena. Then I want to take a position in River Valley. So I run River Valley. And I want to close big units, ma. That's why I run the 4 to 5 8. I mean, this is what is in my mind. That's why I take a position in these places. Okay? So like using this in mind, right? I don't know how much can you all see. Okay, so using this in mind, right? That's why now, if you think about it, upcoming, right? Naming some of the upcoming launches that's going to happen in the year 4 to 6. Okay, Real Modern. 还有嘞？还有嘞？啊？ Finery 还有嘞？ Okay, Thomson View. Okay, so you name all this. Later I'm going to show you the category, how you plan. So my point is, right, okay, why I do like that, right, is I want to, actually I got more. How long so little? Oh my god, more than this. I don't know why all my ads disappear from here, where you all see now. Actually, I have more than this. I have Bayshore, I have Pinery, I have Hougang. Yeah, I have more than this. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you, right, the mindset of how you plan the ads. So just now you all saw, right, under January, maybe 1 month I spent 3,000 plus. This one I saw, I just spent 600 like that. It's not very painful for me. So I think really average max is probably 5K a month. But actually all this I added on, right, like Pinery, all that is when this major launch was over. I wanted to prepare for next year, that's why I run. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, right, the whole 2026, right?
Sorry, I'm late.
No problem, no problem. Okay, recently I'm trying to learn to be good temper. Wow. Okay, so anyway, hey, how come I never show here? Wait. Okay, one last thing first before I come to here, since it's all here. Now, guys, I'm really trying to support your social media. So what I think you all can do is actually all the script I already have. Meaning to say today if you want to prepare, you need to start. What's the Fiona's Mall? Is it Fiona's Mall? Hello.
Fiona ตัวเดียว 你说的
我你不懂。
没有错 Fiona underscore JNG.
Fiona underscore small.
JNG.
Okay. So anyway， 我只是给看 sample。
你没有 follow 他？
啊，没有，这个是我一个 secret Instagram that 你们不懂的。So anyway, now I already planned out right all this script already. Okay, Wei Han is gonna upload that into the drive. Okay, I asked him to do already. So actually all my script is already out. So what happened is like what's going to launch right is the Pinery and River Modern. My script is already out. So what you need to do is you need to go and contact this videographer. Wait, video. Okay, those who are new, please take picture of who is the video person. Or if you want, you film your own. But the script is already provided. You just need to copy. Okay, if you are very smart to actually now very easy one. The ChatGPT you can also think of your own script. But if you don't want to think, all my script for River Modern, Pinery, all that is already out already. We will upload to the drive. If you still cannot find, you come and find me. Yeah. So another way to attack right is you run this kind of ads. You take the video and run it as ads. So the last round, the boys today not here because they went PWS, right? They actually got people who come down to Sky, and they only put $20 a day. Okay, generally my ad per ad to test right, I put 25. After 1 month right, it's still true. Then I off it. So you need to test a few ads. After 1 month, those cannot make it. Then you off it. You don't straight away keep offing and then forever think Facebook cannot work. It's not true. Facebook cannot work. I look at my own data, right? Minimum 500,000 come from Facebook. So 500,000 is your rising millionaire already, okay? So now I'm going to go through with you, right, the 2026 launches, and with this, how do you actually plan your ads lah? Wow, seriously, I've been so yeah. Okay, so now we're going to go through, right, 2026 launches. Now, 2026 to me, I think it's more OCR. It's more OCR year, okay? So, okay, of course, starting of the year, right, we have like our Nara. Okay, my purpose is not really to talk about new launches in a sense, but to tell you with this, knowing this, how you plan your ad. Okay, so you see, 2026, right, we have Nara launching, we have your Tengah, and then your Lakeside. So this one I categorize under these are like your west launches. Okay, then if you go to your north, right, we basically have Lentor Garden. Lentor Central, the land is not sold yet. Then we have the Springleaf, which is a mixed development. And then we have the Kancharu, which is also a mixed development. This is your northern side. Then if you move on to the east, right, we have our Bayshore, we have our Tanah Merah, the land not sold, our Pinery, which is happening. Then, if you go to your northeast, okay, you have your Duchuan Grove, which I heard they are trying to put it together. And then you have your Hougang, whereby the land also is not sold. Okay, so this is under the OCR region. If you go to your City Fringe region, right, whatever I fill up the developer means the land is already sold. So we have 5 pieces whereby the land is already sold. But I take a look at it. If you take a look at it, Media Circle is only 300 over units. Holland Link is only 200 over units. Exciting one maybe is the Dover piece. Okay? And then, so City Fringe, okay, not like saying not exciting, but you can see just based on this, you definitely have more OCR products than City Fringe products. Then if you move on, right, to the CCR, this is not CCR year. So if you are OCR person, right, not to the person, if you think the person is OCR person, yeah, I got hope for you. Because it's an OCR year, okay? So now, if you look at, okay, now if you go to your CCR, right, it's really very little launches. Okay, so yesterday something happened. There was a land bid. What was the land bid that has happened? Which where? What's the land price?
1820.
What?
1820.
18 something, right? Okay, very good. Okay, and then you also have your ECs lah. Confirm one is only 3 sites. Okay, I know you all want to close EC, but it may not be impossible to run EC also, because our aim is, to me, if I run an EC ad, ideally lah, okay, but I never test this before. Ideally, I'm after, then I see what I can cross-sell lor. So off your mind, right? If you run a Woodlands EC, what are you trying to cross-sell? Okay, correct, right? You're very clear, right? If you run a Senja, what are you trying to cross-sell? The mist, and then what else?
Sense.
Sand, oh, okay. Still got what?
It's a new launch.
Where? Nara lah, correct. Okay, so if you run Sembawang, I think this one very clear, right? What are you trying to cross-sell?
CCR.
CCR.
And there are customers.
Oh, sorry. Okay, alright. So now, so you see, if you go back to your OCR, okay, I mean, this is my thought when I choose my ad. I will run a Lakeside, I will run a Chencharu, I will run a Bayshore, and I'll run a Hougang. Okay, because we will have capacity to be all over Singapore. I mean, not just about running, but I'm familiar the whole Singapore. But maybe you say I cannot, you cannot. You cannot, then you don't do like that. If you cannot, what you do is you focus where you think you are strong at. Because today, likely lah, not say impossible if you run an east property, likely, right, the people want east one, likely. Very seldom suddenly you will cross-sell to west. At most, if you run east, you cross-sell to central. Yeah, so what happens is if you cannot be like me, north, south, east, west, 全部报告了, my rationale is like that, and the green one is really what I run. Because I can take a position in everything. Yeah, but if you cannot, what I think, your thinking, you should think as like that. If today you are east person, you look at this chart, you should run Bayshore, or maybe that means you do concentrated effect. You will run Bayshore, you will run Tampines, and maybe Tanjong Rhu, whatever. Yeah, or maybe you can just run Bayshore and Tampines, and maybe you take a city fringe one. You understand the thinking or not? If you are a west person, if you want very concentrated, then you run your Tengah, you run your Lakeside, then maybe you run a Telok Blangah. Or it could be Tengah and Telok Blangah. That means you take one position in the west, which is your OCR. You take one position in city fringe. You need to plan your ad. You see, suka, you want to do what, then do what. Yeah, so this is the rationale of it. And every time you close one, I feel Prop Funnel is very cheap lah. Just every time you close one, you must skill. You know a lot of your missing link, you close one already, then what you do? You very happy. Then you never skill. You never skill, then when is your next closing going to come? Okay? So every time you close one, you must skill. So I repeat, if you have the capacity one, you are millionaire level one, okay? Which if you aspire to do your millionaire, you take position like what I do. Okay? Actually my CCR too late already. I still have the River Valley running. But okay, I don't know. That's like very funny one. All the River Valley end up close Geylang still on. So I never take position in CCR at all. Because I got try for Nan-En, it just doesn't work. Yeah, the ad just doesn't work. So these are really my positioning I am taking. Okay, so now next, right, just now I tell you all, what you should do is so-called you find a Facebook vendor, you do the Prop Funnel or whatever, right? Another way to do concentrated effect, right, is you could be running maybe a Bayshore, which is the picture ad. Then you could, if you have the money, then you run one more, which is video lor. Because I can give you all the script. You just go and take the video and then you just run. Yeah. So it's either you do spread out effect or you do concentrated effect. Okay. So now this is for the ads part. We move on now. Okay, so maybe let me just recap a quick one. Okay, I'll send this out to you all so that it's easier. Okay, so now we are going to go to, let's say for example, you run Tengah, which is happening which month? March. Do you know that Propnex already did a chart of all the new launches? You know what? Ben, you know what?
I favor like.
Huh?
I favor like.
Can you send to the group chat? Okay, thank you. Okay, so I think you need to know what's happening lah. Basically, February, what's going to happen? You have your real model launching. After that, then real model 还有嘞，那些小小的 I'm not focusing on those 啊。real model 还有嘞，啊 ？February got what? Somebody sent to the chat already, right?
January got no call.
Send already? 哎呦，各位观众 you need to know what is happening 哎。Who has the thing? Okay, so guys, you need to know what is happening. Beginning of next year, right? And this is always add 你们 to the chat ah. Sorry. Okay, so beginning of next year, what's going to happen, right? Is actually the Nara side. February is real modern. After that, right? I feel key launches, right? Is all the action in March, right? It's going to happen very fast. You need to prepare now because March you want to have your harvest, you have your binary closing, your tengah closing, and then your Bayshore, all that, right? It's going to be another mad one, you know. It's all going to happen. It's probably about 1 week, right? They will chill. Then by end May, right, the action will stop already. It's every year is like that one. June holiday they will stop one. If you want to go away, you go away during your June holiday. Okay, so coming to this. Okay, so assuming, right, you're going to run, you run example, okay, just to help you out. Okay, maybe you run Tengah, okay? So now I'm going to talk about, you run Tengah, then what you're going to do with the lead when it come in. So we will start with the first part, which is the calling lah. Okay, so let's say you run Tengah, Delia, what will you say on the phone? If the lead come in, which is the Tengah lead. So I'm bringing you through the whole process, what you should do. Like, come call. You call Ben your good friend lead is the lead. You run Tengah okay, continue. You answer lah. You are the lead. You want to give her appointment or not? Stone face as if he is the band. 要不要给他 appointment？ 你
Okay. 8 o'clock.
哪有这么容易的 ？Okay, whatever objection you throw, come， 快点 ，Clement， 你觉得会有什么 objection？ 你打没每个人都 on 咩？
Can you just send me the brochure?
Oh, sure. Hey, so I'm just curious, Clement. Currently you stay in the west,
Yes.
Oh, which town do you stay? Just curious.
Choa Chu Kang.
Choa Chu Kang Hey, stay there how many years already?
10 years.
10 years Then okay, then this one caught your attention, is it? So you're thought of exploring.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, just 1 minute that day I met somebody also like yourself. They stay in Choa Chu Kang for 10 years. Actually, I showed them something about their HDB chart, right? Then they were very scared Then they really want to do something So I thought it's quite important you understand the HDB trend currently. Would that be okay that I just see you on the short Zoom tomorrow 8 p.m. right? If you can you log on for your iPad? Because I need to show you the chart and I need to let you understand. So if you just look at it from the phone this phone yeah. Can I see you on the short Zoom tomorrow 8 p.m.?
Sounds good.
你可以不要给我 Zoom 的So what is the difference? 你真的会给我 Zoom
对啊，
为什么呢？
因为你害我。
我恨你Really? Do you feel hung?
你没有给他 chance to say no。
因为我讲话很快。
就是你讲记得用 iPad 那就。
Yeah, you assume close, so you divert their attention to right. Can you log on from your iPad? But it's really true. I also hope that they can log on from the iPad or their computer because every time I see them use the phone really cannot see anything Yeah, so you need to do assume close. They will sure come to the Zoom one. Yeah, so okay, in short, whatever you run, you do not mention the project. Why? Hello, why, Sam?
If they're not keen, they'll say no, I don't want that project in the company.
Yeah, so you try to make it vague. So you just say that, hey, actually I received your inquiry. Are you checking out on some tree bed in the west area? Hey, just curious, So I very fast, right? I will ask them, hey, which town do you stay? Which town do you stay is not very intruding one. Yeah, I also want to ask you what's your address because I want to divert their attention. Yeah, so I'll just ask like that, then I'll just maybe give some story, right? And then yeah, I'll just do a swing close. Is there anybody else that want to role play with me so that you clearly understand how to make calls? Anybody else would like to role play? I am the caller. You are just a nasty buyer. Hello? Very clear? Okay, very clear. Then now your turn to role play. Kelvin, can you call Wei Han? He's nice one. 快点快点，就一个 Kelvin 今天。Let's go，快点。
Hi, we had a received an inquiry on social media at that. Yeah. So just check, are you looking around the eastern area of Singapore?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So just curious, I say eastern area is actually which town? Pasir Ris or Tampines?
Towards Tampines.
Oh, Tampines. So are you looking forward to move closer to the maybe your work, like your workplace in the central or what?
I want to move closer to MRT.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think staying near the MRT is very important. So, but maybe I can show you some chart about what is the effect of staying near MRT station and also your current HDB, why you should do something to HDB. Because after I spoke to some customers yesterday, right, they are quite shocked of what they see. So maybe if you're okay, tomorrow night, let's say 8 p.m. is okay for you.
你要我说拿四的地方。
随便啊，你的康是怎样对你就怎样对他哦。
Very busy actually. I'm not high for Zoom school holidays starting.
Oh, okay. So we're starting now, but I think we haven't started yet. So I think yeah. Or if let's say there's someone going, it's not so good for you, then maybe school holiday when the kids is like in the enrichment center, it's 1 2 hours. They may not give you somewhere nearby the enrichment center. So while waiting for them, I can check to do it. Maybe okay for you.
It's okay like maybe you just send some information. I'll just read through and read it. Just update me whenever there's upcoming one.
Okay, but entry information without any explanation is quite pointless. So far, the customers I met before, right, they are quite comfortable with how I share with them, but they find it quite stressful also. So anyway, just 1 hour of your time, and if you're waiting for your kid at the childcare center, I think it's fine. To have just a coffee, half an hour, or just 1 hour. Yeah. So usually your child, the enrichment center is around which area?
Tampines South.
Oh, okay. Well, a lot of places there have coffee, man. So I think if maybe we can go to like, for example, a coffee bean there, it's okay for you.
Hey, I hope you are really so persistent.
这
这一演戏没有办法 right？ 你很进入状况哎，很好哎。Okay, but I think right, if you all can just persist through and try to get the appointment a little bit lah, because I think he also he also try to relate a little bit. 你就讲，你的 kid， I mean we should talk about， 因为我也是有一个 child 还没有 holiday 嘞，我很忙嘞，每天要 entertain 他嘞，他在家 whatever that kind of thing. Yeah, so I think sometimes if you just have a bit of the human touch, a little bit more, right? Yeah, maybe they just think that okay lor, anyway meet 一个 friend 而已嘛。Yeah, so you all try your best. I think it's a lot of time it sounds very cold. You all are very like, okay, I just want to show you some other value, then cannot then. Yeah, maybe you all try to be warmer a bit and yeah, just talk to them like macam like a friend, but not to talk 15 minutes on a call, please. Yeah, not to talk 15 minutes on the call. You need to know your end game is to get the appointment. So if you really don't like to do Zoom, actually the idea of meeting them when they send their kids to tuition, all that is it's really definitely an idea. You know, last time Victor's League, right? Me and Ocean fight one to call. Then I was like, shit, why I cannot fix appointment with all these? Then he can. He said he was gong. I just tell them to meet me during the tuition period, which anyway they are there. Because I always ask for Zoom or whatever. I thought that save time, right? But To the client, that means I have to set aside my 8 p.m. to see you. But the tuition, everybody have one. Now all the primary school, all your results all come out, right? The kids one, yeah, those cannot do well one, then you already change tuition or whatever. So actually, that could also be another idea lah. Okay. So now next thing we're going to go into the exact thing already. So in the Zoom, what do you want to show? What do you want to prepare? Let's say we are talking about Tengah now. So Tengah, just run through some specs with your developer is. Hello, the Tengah one. Is it a mixed development? 快点. Okay, developer is Raffles Land. How many units?
60.
Okay, is it 1 kilometer of which primary school?
ECS.
Is it confirmed? Not confirmed actually, this one.
2 km.
Huh?
2 km.
Is it? Don't know yet, right?
I think 1 km 还来。
Yeah. 还有什么学校 in that area? Princess Elizabeth is got chance, but maybe also not within 1 kilometer. So my question is, if you go and ask people to do Zoom, then what are you going to show? Okay, come give me some ideas. First step. Ben, what you want to show?
Step 1, I ask them for purposes. Then I spell the money.
Okay, so you see, I know this is what I said before, not wrong. But you need to understand that I come there is maybe okay. So it depends what you say lah. If they know what they click is Tengah, right? And you have to say something about Tengah, right? Then you say lah. But if like they also don't know what they click, right? Then you can do the 5 steps that we always do. Okay. So now I just want to bring you all through in our business suite, right? Actually got everything there. So what you need to do is if you go over to business suite under the land, right? For example. If you are talking about Tengah, so you go to here, then you press Tengah. Okay? I thought this is quite a good wayang tool lah. Then you press export, then you press here. Okay? Now, then you click generate, this thing will come up. So if you see over here, right, if you actually, okay, that is why you must do, if you need to know what you are trying to do. If you are running maybe the 4 ads just now I tell you take position in west lah, take position in east lah, take position in north and northeast, you must prepare some things lah, okay? At least it has to be screenshot in your phone. So now, if I really have to show Tengah, right, I will just wayang from here, but you need to understand what you are after lah. Okay, now if you see this Tengah, right, what they show is the break even is actually 1575. Okay, meaning to say, right, you can even show live to your customer. Usually, how we count is this way. Give me my calculator. Okay, so this piece is actually harmonized, 1575, then we will times 1.27. Okay, so likely, right? Likely. What's your opinion? Cheap, 2,000 only.
PC pricing.
Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. Don't stun you. Okay, so now, right, if you see here, if it's the normal ways that you all know how I count on, right, it's actually 2,000 PSF lah. And if you look closer, right, the land is actually bought at how much? You come to here. So the land is actually bought at 821. Wow, that's cheap actually. Springleaf was bought at how much?
900.
900, right? So how? Then are you going to prepare your customer? This is likely just going to be 2,000 PSF. Yes or no? Okay, so if this is what you are doing, what you need to do is, right, you need to go to your Pak Tao. Okay? Wait. Okay, this one I showed you all before, ma. Okay, now if you see over here, So if you see over here, right, this is our Pak Tao. So the last data that we have, right, break even for Pak Tao is actually 1,006 only, 1,600 something. But in the end, they actually sell 2,003. In short, the markup for Pak Tao, right, is actually 42%. So if you want to prepare your customer, you just say that, so actually if they just do a 20% markup, right, plus your harmonization, they only need to sell 2,000. But Mr. Client, I just want to show you how some mixed development has actually performed. So for example, if today we see like Park Town, right? They actually did a markup of 40%. So if I use this 40%, just now was 15 something, right? No, 151. 1575 times 42, how much is it? Can somebody help me?
2002.
Huh?
2002.
2002. Ah, 2002 而已啊，这样出去 okay. Yeah, so you just say that likely mixed development, this is the kind of markup that they will do lah. So in short, right, a normal typical size 3 bed is how much now? What's the size? 有这样炸咩 ？Normal 3 bed. 861 is what has happened in favor, right? So you use so as you talk, right? You tell the customer. So if it's a 22, right? Just now your account is a 22. So 你一边讲 you must show them you must write. So 22 times 861 likely 3 bed will be how much? 1.8. Okay. Then what is in your mind? You are just waiting to go ballot for the now.
Plus 42%.
What's on your mind? Okay, so it depends, guys. So your brain, you need to think, if maybe it is a 3 bed, right? Okay, then what else can you swing to? If it's a 3 bed, like really this kind of 8611. Okay, in my illustration, right, I will not show 861 because we'll test how the number. So I will show, okay, a typical 3 bed, let's say 1,000 square feet, right, times 2,002, right, the quantum will actually come to 2.2 million, correct? So I'll tell him, okay, so definitely if this is what you're keen, we can actually book a slot for you to see. But actually, would you be curious to know, right, if there are actually other possible options, right, that is maybe in this range? I thought you can go out there and see you see whether you like all these kind of properties first, and then when this is ready, then you can take a closer look at it. So then what is a possible option if you are doing the gap? 2.2, what's the possible option? Huh? Okay, Sora is possible. 还有嘞 What is left at favor? Huh? What's the cheapest unit left at favor now?
1.87.
1.8? Then 为什么要等等噶 if that's the case? Okay, guys, this is the part 你要 plan 你要怎么样做嘞 So if you are running Tengah, right? Okay, so never mind. For those who are new, actually we already have all these tools to help you So you need to already plan right what you want to do. So if you come over here, spot project, right? Okay. So you need to already know roughly what is in your mind, what is in your plan. It may not go according to what is in your plan, but at least you need to plan. Okay, so if you see over here, right, the cheapest 3 bed, right, you can do the sorting okay? So the cheapest 3 bed now is Canberra, and then if you move on, actually favor 1.8 is very possible So you need to know if you want to engage them, probably you have to start off with favor first, which is very near to likely the prices I will pitch it as 1,000 square feet first. You just pitch like, okay, a typical 3 bed is 1,000 square feet times 2,002, the quantum will likely be 2.2. 不用紧的 in the end it's cheaper, better still for you. You just give them the rough concept, then you can after that 给小卢 your smell the money. Okay? So if we move on, if a person is the west one, I'm not saying that they cannot buy Lentorium all that, but the chance not high But not impossible How do I get them to accept Lentorium versus Tengah, which is what they were interested interested? How? How do I get them interested in Lentorial versus Tengah? What's the similarity? Ilya, what's the similarity? Yeah, 还有嘞？还有嘞？啊 ？Same developer, not really same developer 啦。This is Hongleong, that one is Marcoland 还有嘞？Gerald, what could be a similarity? Simi, Clement.
Got school.
Got school lah. This one got what school? Lentorial. Then the other one there got what school?
Yes.
Maybe lah, don't know lah. Supposing become mixed. Okay, I'm not saying you must, but you need to be able to draw parallel very fast. Okay, so now coming back to this, you understand the thinking process. So if it is maybe a 2.2 million go on, Sora could be an option ma. Okay, Cassia a bit hard lah. If it's Tengah, then you can from there cross to Cassia. I say you really high, which is not impossible. If 刚刚好 they have friends or whatever, then I don't know. Hey guys, Bloomsbury also can what? If I pick as a 2.2, right? Bloomsbury 现在是2.2 plus 而已嘞。Okay, what I want to bring you through, right, is the process of thinking. So that's why from you plan the ads, 你要懂 okay, if the person is 3 bed 1, I need to know what are my other options. You must say, you already know already. So you need to train your mind, okay, if the person is aiming, example, a Tengah 2 bed, your Tengah 2 bed, you pitch it as 700 square feet first. You just say, okay, let's say a 2 bed 700 square feet, for example, times 2.2, the price will be 1.54. What are your options? Which then a 2 bed means will come out what? A 2 bed Bloomsbury 1.6 plus will come out what? A 2 bed Bloomsbury 1.6 plus is not impossible to get there, you know, if I really can do a 1.5 plus. So your brain need to think this way. If you run all this Tengah now, your aim is not just to close Tengah, because you will feel very disappointed. Later you 拿不到 unit, then you cry father, cry mother. You need to bring them to all these launches first and explain to them why it does make sense to consider this and to maybe just buy already. Don't need to wait until Tengah come out. If you think about it, Tengah and Faber is almost the same one. Okay lah. You see, why is it almost the same? Explain to me why Tengah and Faber is almost the same. What's the similar attribute? Number one, theme.
MRT.
Okay, it's the upcoming MRT, right? So Faber, what is the upcoming MRT? The station specifically. What's the station name called? Ilya. Okay, 很惭愧. Actually, I also got close there, but I know got upcoming MRT, but I don't know what's the station exactly. What's the station?
Walkable.
No, 真的. You need to pitch as Faber your MRT and it's walkable. 800 meter only. Hey, what's the MRT, Pastor? Hey, where's person? Huh? Okay, 不懂，所以你们不懂 then 你们就 not confident， 你懂你就 confident。来，好了，人家已经卖到完了，你们还不懂是什么？你们有没有看我的 deck？ 各位观众，2026 ，please make a New Year resolution. Please begin to know. You need to know what's happening. Okay, so Jurong Town Hall. Okay, so isn't that what is that a similarity to Tengah? Tengah got what? Tengah got what MRT? What's that station? 是咩 Victor told me it's Tengah. No, Victor told me it's called Tengah, that station. It's Tengah meh? Wait.
Gemini says so.
It's the Jurong line also, right? Okay, I remember wrong station. here now. It's a Honga, bro. Okay, I not in the know, sorry, bro.
Got two, one is Honga and the other one is Tengah Plantation.
Yeah, I thought it's Tengah.
Tengah Plantation.
I not wrong, okay? Tengah. Tengah, right?
Plantation.
Yeah, that day I checked. Tengah.
I think it's like Tengah Gardens.
Sorry 啊 ，West 对我来说是 spotting。Sorry 啊。啊，对，哎是Honga，我看到是哦，我看到这个，actually that means Honga 比较 near。
Not wrong.
Like that lah. Okay, my mistake. I remember as here, but likely this will be open when they TOP lah. Okay. So anyway, coming back to this. Okay, now you need to understand this so that you can draw the parallel for the customer. So you ask them, actually, Mr. Client, 今天 you like the idea of going into this, right? Actually, what's the reason?
因为靠近 hospital。
No, I feel okay, because I will run the ads. The leads that I meet, right? Okay, unless got one die because the sister stay at the Tengah side, the HDB side, right? That's why they die want to buy here, right? Tengah people not so hard to swing. I tell you the very hard to swing is the top, is the Thomson View people. The Thomson View people cannot swing out one. I don't know why. Yeah, so I was saying this Tengah, yeah, it's not difficult to swing. If you can show them that actually what you are buying here is a mixed D, then maybe don't emphasize on this lah. If you are trying to sell Faber, because Faber, you know the nearest mall is what mall?
Wrong 啊
Okay, a smaller mall leh.
New West 啊
New West. The smaller mall to Faber is actually New West.
那个
Yours
不算 mall 啦
small mall mah. Yeah. Hey, you please you think this Tengah Garden, the next development will be very big man? It will also be like what kind of concept? Lentor, modern that kind of concept what? Yeah, it will be like Lentor, modern that kind of concept only. So you just sell Faber there also got mixed D law, need to cross the road only. Okay, which also you have your school lah. This one I don't know. That Faber, the pro is the Nanhua is 100% confirmed. This one is not 100% confirmed mah. Okay, but I think what I want to explain to you all is that you need to know when you run the ads, you already have planned what you want to cross-sell. And if the quantum I am telling them is 2.2 plus, isn't it Bloomsbury is a very in theory a good option? Why? Why is Bloomsbury a better option? How do I pitch that Bloomsbury is a better option than this? Okay. Clement, can you help us? Why is it that if I'm trying to cross-sell Bloomsbury, it is a better option than this? How do I pitch that it's better?
Just top out a bit, you can get ASEAN.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, but this one I got MRT, there I got no MRT.
That one got upcoming.
Also got upcoming Okay, sorry, I'm not in the know. So what MRT? Gabriel, what MRT is it? Bloomsbury. Oh, speculated in 2040 that one
Yes.
我那个有点远耶，那个。
Wait, is it confirm?
Is there shuttle for Bloomsbury? Bloomsbury also got sell, but I forgot.
Yes.
Huh?
Got.
100%? To where?
One north.
You sell the shuttle lah. Okay, so Bloomsbury, yeah, because it's actually nearer to town mah. Actually 这个真的很远耶。So if you want that, you need to prepare. I wouldn't say slide. You just prepare a few screenshot lah. You go and prepare like the Google Map really from Tengah. Let's say go down to CBD, which most people were in CBD mah. What's the distance? How long is it? Then maybe from from Bloomsbury, maybe go down to CBD, confirm nearer mah. So you need to already have some rough slide, right? That you want to talk to them about. 因为你们没有办法很快。So you need to prepare. So everything, right, is very planned from what ads you run to the cross-selling, the slides that roughly you want to show very fast one. You need to already know, okay, if this person got chance to cross-sell Blooms, this is what I need to show. 2.2 真的 to if you have to pitch it as 2.2 first, if it is a 3-bay, okay? Don't go and pitch 1.8, 1.8 very hard. You pitch 2.2 first already, then if you are swinging to Bloomsbury, all that, it will seem like that there's a lot of value there. You understand? Okay, so now coming back to here. I lost my thought. So what I want to say? Okay, so I was saying if you run pre-launches, then you need to know, you need to show them something, right? As I said, you go to the land price there. You go to the land price there, and then you just want to show you already how to get the land price, then the PDF. Then you need to already rehearse within yourself what you're trying to cross sell. Okay, so now I'm going to practice with you another one. Let's say you run Bayshore, okay? Same thing, you run Bayshore.